Hopefully that is me live now. So sorry it's a little bit late. Yeah, huge technical issues. Yeah, won't go into that, but it seems every time I think I'm doing good with the whole streaming thing, the software takes a blip. So anyway, good evening. Thank you for joining me. I see we've actually got a few people here. We've got Guinea Pig Weekly already in chat. So hi there. And to everyone else who's with us. Oh no, Matt! Immediately my face comes on and we lose like 4 people. So sorry. Yeah. So I'm not going to be doing Vlogmas, which is a video a day in December. Well, in the run up to Christmas. I know I just won't have time for that, but I thought I would jump on and give a chat whenever something comes into my head, because I know I'm going to be slacking with the videos. I've got so many videos I want to make, because just today I saw Baby Yoda. I want to make a Baby Yoda. Well, I've seen pictures, but I actually watched the show and I was like, I have felt Baby Yoda and I don't have time. I have so many customers who I told before they ordered that I wouldn't be able to get their orders in time for Christmas. And they're all messaging me today going, will my order be ready in time for Christmas? And I'm like, but I want to felt Yoda. So yeah, there we go. And point to today's wee chat. I don't know how much we'll get through or how long it'll be or anything. I just wanted to have a talk about, I'm seeing some people really super stressed out about all these Etsy sales, like the Cyber sale, the Black Friday sale, whatever we've just had, and the Etsy ads, free shipping, all these kind of things. So I just want to quickly talk a bit about this. Before we do, I'm just going to check the chat because that seems to have picked up. Good grief. We've gone from like 3 people watching to 21. So I shouldn't have stats on my screen right in front of me. Anyway, who have we got? Lily Tree in the house. Hello there. And yeah, while I'm catching up on this chat, let me know what you're creating just now, what you're crafting. If you're selling stuff, just let me know. Sophie's here. Hello there. And Harley's in the house. Hello. Guinea Pig Weekly, evening Pam, evening Lily Tree. Yes, sorry, I know it's Katie. My memory's terrible, so I know I'll forget. So it's, in general, it's easier for me to call you by your screen names. I'm terrible. And yes, Lily Tree came with a fuzzy rant, so that's what we're calling it for. Because for a kind of Glaswegian, I am absolutely terrible at ranting. It's all a bit soft. It's all a bit of a gentle rant or a fuzzy rant. Holly, hello there. You caught one from the start. Yeah, I didn't catch it from the start due to technical stuff. For the YouTubey people, Streamlabs OBS decided to hate me, totally kicked me out and wouldn't. And it said to log out and back in again, and then Google goes, "No, this isn't secure." So I was just like, right, we're back to the traditional Streamlabs. So, eek. Where are we? Handmade Craft Spot. Hello there from North America. Sheila, hello there. The Candle Link, hello. Arena, hello there. Sophie, yes, love Baby Yoda. You have no heart if you don't love Baby Yoda. If the first time he came on screen you didn't do like, he is freaking adorable. He is absolutely so cute. So I just looked, thought that would be, you know, the one when I did the tiny little cats' heads, there was a woman who'd done foxes and cats' heads and things, and her images were stole for some of these stupid cheap shops that pop up on Facebook ads and promise to sell this kind of work for like a £5 or something, and then rip off a load of people's money and then disappear, and the people end up going and being mad at the person that the pictures were stolen from. But she'd done these absolutely adorable little cat and fox heads that kind of sit in your pocket and look cute, and I just thought, Baby Yoda. Now I know totally can't sell that, but I have one for me, a little Baby Yoda poking out my pocket. That sounds so cute. Um, Harley, yeah, super busy time of the year. I think about 2 weeks ago I shut off accepting any more orders for Christmas. So I saw up a post from on Facebook from this time last year. I was having the same issue as well. And it's so funny after all the marketing stuff I look into and everything I'm talking about. I'm spending half my days just now telling people not to buy from me. They're messaging, begging, saying, "Take my money." And I'm like, nope, 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 not not doing it. So it's hilarious. You worry all year about getting enough sales, and then suddenly it's too much. Oh, Siri, you have 42 open orders. Oh, yeah, it's so stressful when you've got that. I've actually been kind of good this year, and so have customers, that it's spread out. That actually, and I'll tell you guys already, right? Yesterday, my shop already hit. That's my best ever year so far already. Yay! But apart from February was mental. But ever since, I've not had. It's been spaced out enough that I'm sort of up to date. I've got about 11 open orders just now, and each of them takes a while. Hence, why I'm felting. But I have some years. I think, like one year, I had like about 10 come in a row, which doesn't sound much for a lot of people, but for people who make their stuff, 10 orders coming in a row is about half a month's work at least. So yeah, scary. But Siri, that is awesome. Oh, jumped again. Dimitrova, I can't. Sorry, I can't do your front name, but front name. Goodness me, can't do your first name. No, I'm not even gonna try. But hello there. Good to see you again. The candle link is making candles and more candles. Seems to be in your name. You've got the branding down perfectly. I would love to make candles. I like the smells and all the colours and everything. Dimitrova is making boxes for your cards. Awesome. Joanna is painting cheerleader ornaments. That sounds cool. Irina is making opal necklaces. Oh, what am I making? Right, I am making one of my Splat bookmarks. It's actually going to be the... Stop threatening you with a dog's tail. It's going to be my Border Collie Splat bookmark. And this, I'm certainly not showing you a tutorial for this as we go along, because I have a tutorial for this for sale in my shop. It's like £2 or something. But it just wouldn't be fair for me to do a tutorial when people have paid for it, I think. And this isn't an advert for that either. I just have to get this made. Yoda says, before Christmas your order be not. Brilliant, Lily. Well, he doesn't say anything yet. Not baby Yoda. Or he hasn't in what I've seen yet. I'm not... No spoilers, but... Lilia, is that right? Your first shop was suspended, and when I opened a new shop it was suspended automatically. I changed computer but no results. What can I do? I'm so sorry, but generally the problem with that is Etsy will have banned your IP. So it means that anyone in your household trying to open a shop will kind of automatically get shut down as well. The only thing you can do is try and talk to them, try and message them, grovel, and try and get your original suspension lifted. Unfortunately, it's just going to be an automatic suspension, because I think in the past they did have people would jump on, be bad players, get themselves shut down, and then just immediately open another shop and continue doing the bad thing. So you sort of have to really beg them that you've learnt your lesson from whatever it was and you're not going to do that thing again. I'm sorry, there's no way around that. It's your IP. Well, I suppose the only way around that would be completely new email address, and do cyber cafes exist anymore? But going somewhere else on a completely different computer and setting up a shop, which kind of wouldn't work very well. For everyone who felts, I have sympathy for me, have pity for me. My favourite. Hello. That's getting a bit friendly with me. My favourite needle felting needle got blunt, as happens at this time of the year, and I'm stuck. I've got two needles, and it's the Goldilocks thing. This needle is too bitey, so it's being a bit annoying. For every stab just takes more force, and it deforms the project more than I like. And then I have another needle that I'm trying to work with as well, and it's not bitey enough, so way more stabs, everything's taking longer. So yeah, I know you'll all sympathise. That the of you that felt, you'll know my pain. Chat, stop jumping. Molly just started to crochet a dress, although there's other things I need to be making. Oh, hello from the other end of the island, Devon. I love Devon. Yeah, I know that one. There's so many things that you should be doing, but then there's the thing that you want to be doing. So yeah, I totally understand that one. Crochet dress sounds awesome. The Magnet Maiden caught alive from the start too. How lucky! Awesome. This is cool. You guys are all jumping on like so soon, and I didn't even warn anyone this was happening. So it's cool. Thank you all so much. This is lovely. Deb is fusing. Oh, I'm gonna say this wrong. Fusing glass. Oh, glass working is something. If I wasn't so incredibly clumsy and was able to. I burn myself cooking pizza like all the time. Every time I have pizza, I burn myself. So I don't have pizza very often, but I would love to work with glass, but clumsy. Curse of clumsy. Lilia, do I have a group in Facebook? I do indeed. It's Pam Duthie's Crafty Friends on Facebook. If some of my Blue Wrench, if anyone can pop in a link if you get the chance, that would be awesome. But Pam Duthie's Crafty Friends. Why can I not remember the name of my own group? I'm terrible. Lily Tree is in the middle of making Christmas cards, but waiting for stuff to dry. May need to find something else to make along. Yeah. Get the felting out, Lily. I still haven't done my calls for Etsy yet. That is in the planning. For people that don't know, we were being a bit cross with Etsy and decided that they were getting calls for Christmas, and then decided that would be a fun crafty project. So I'm thinking of a way to felt calls. I've got some ideas, just zero time. Lily's already on the getting the link. Thank you so much. Awesome. See, every time I whinge, I need stuff. I kind of have. Lily, you're awesome. Thank you so much. Handmade Craft Spot is handcrafting art jewellery. Awesome. Sophie's picking up loads of jewellery supplies off the floor. Oh, because you dropped a whole box. Now that's my kind of crafting. That's why I step away from the glitter. Because I spill glitter anytime I touch it. So yeah, and jump rings, been good at dropping them. And yeah, anything small and annoying. So I hope you find it all. If it's magnetic, get out there with a magnet. Oh, the candle link. That's good. You love candles. Have to send you a couple. Oh, thank you so much. Lily, thank you. Oh, skipping. Oh, Lily's once dropped a load of tiny sapphire beads on the carpet. Oh, nightmare. Deb will help out. Come to New Jersey. Mum, try stabbing the blunt one in some crunched up foil. That's a great tip for like cutters and things, or knives or anything like that. But the way the felting needle is, it's kind of divots, so the foil would make it less bitey. It's the hooks basically that are blunt, rather than it's not sort of that bit of the needle. It's bit of the needle. I don't know if that makes any sense. Yeah, it's a great tip for like everything else, but I think felting needles, once they're gone, they're gone. Unless I had an angle grinder. I just want an angle grinder for no reason. Oh, guinea pig, thank you. Oh, cool. It's a race to who can links up. Sophie, yeah, yours is jump rings. Oh no. But I'll entertain you while you pick up jump rings. Oh, you poor thing. Lily's too quick. And custom charm is making clay avocados. Awesome. In my head, I keep saying to myself, I want to felt avocados. I think that would be cute. And avocados are the big thing just now. Definitely. Especially, like, Itzy was talking a lot about things like avocado tree ornaments and avocado toast. You're not a millennial if you don't eat avocado toast. Excuse me, hiccups. It's because I'm drinking cherry cake just now. But yeah, I don't get avocado toast. Turn avocados into guacamole and stick it on a chili or hide it in a chocolate smoothie. But I don't get just putting it on toast. Don't like it that much. Random aside. Oh, Lily Tree, sorting them out again. That's the killer after you've dropped assorted sizes of jump rings. Oh yeah, nightmare. Griff's fan Scott is quilting mug rugs. What is that? That sounds intriguing. While in a snowstorm in Vermont. Oh, stay warm. I kind of feel bad for you, but at the same time feel a bit jealous. We had a couple of beautiful frosty days here, and now it's gone back to just meh. It defrosted, but it's still cold outside and it's damp and I would prefer snow. Yeah, I've got enough food now, so I would prefer snow. Guinea Pig Weekly is putting wine onto my new piggy butt cheek tree charms. Brilliant. Sheila works on banners for the new collection. Awesome. Demeter, good evening, and everybody wasn't crafting today to decided to start decorating for Christmas. That is very, very crafting, very creative. Yeah, awesome. Oh, I never put Christmas decorations up. I maybe should. I'll maybe just put some up behind here, like hang some tinsel off my banister so you guys get something to look at if I remember and do some more live. Harley, yeah, angle grinders are great for sparks. I've seen a few bands that use people with angle grinders at the side for a bit of a show. It's very cool. Guinea Pig Weekly loves avocado on toast with scrambled eggs. With something else, that's fine. It just seems to be the thing that it's just avocado on toast. I would eat the avocado separate and toast and butter. Yeah. I've not been on carbs for a few years, but I do miss toast and butter. Ah, Gris Fam quilted drink coasters. Brilliant. That sounds cool. Yeah. It sure is a pretty snowstorm. Yeah, that's at least snow's pretty and the dogs don't get muddy. But it can be a bit annoying if it stops you being able to do things. Oh, Harley's avocado and scrambled eggs person too. I don't think I've had avocado with scrambled eggs. I'll maybe have to try that. That sounds like a keto-y breakfast I could have. Sheila is best on sweet potato toast. I've seen people talk about sweet potato toast. I don't think I can have sweet potatoes, but it looks interesting. Well, that's a different taste, so yeah, I can go with that. A Lily Tree found a whole new in thing while shopping. Cute sprouts in Santa hats. Who knew? Interesting. Not sprouts in, not like that. But when I was searching for the Christmas things, there was it pom pom? Yeah, people were doing pom poms that looked like vegetables, and one of them was sprouts in Santa hats. Apparently, it's a thing. Yeah. Guinea Pig Weekly. Yes, Pam, get festive. I could get a festive jumper. It's easier to clean up. Resplendent clarity. What an awesome name. Your toddler chose his tree ornament for this year. It's a felt sprout. Sprout decorations seem to be in this year. Fair enough. I love sprouts. I'm a freaky weird person. I really love sprouts. Canvas and Chroma. Good afternoon. You can only stay for a minute to go to work. Oh, absolutely fair enough. Great to see you for the time you can. Oh, maybe someday Etsy will pay enough that I don't have to go to work anymore. Well, as I always say, not just Etsy. Maybe your crafting, your creativeness can earn you enough, but nobody ever relies on just Etsy, especially not the way they're going just now. Lily Tree saying to resplendent clarity. Does that mean the new excuse to eat at dinner time will be that sprouts are too cute to eat? Yep, with some salsa. Oh yeah, cool. Essentially guacamole and scrambled eggs. I could do that. Yeah, guac I like. I don't hate avocado, but they're not my favourite. But guac I do like. Clarity saying they can try with the cute sprouts thing, but they will not succeed. Right, I'm going to get on with the next stage of this felting. This bag of fleece really likes me. Next stage of the felting, and actually get on to the bit that I was meaning to talk about as well. And it's just simply, I've seen a load of people on all the forums and everything, and they're talking about how they're struggling because they can't keep up with Etsy telling them to have a 60% sale for Black Friday and telling them to do free shipping and everything. So I hadn't realised, but it seems to me that there's a lot of people seeing Etsy's recommendations and thinking we have to do these things, and that's really worrying because nobody can do a 60% sale and free shipping. Well, very few people can. So that's what I kind of wanted to talk about, is literally when Etsy talk about these things, they talk about up to a 60% sale. I think they were recommending 20% anyway. They talk about free shipping and everything. We don't have to. And then they said, okay, the free shipping thing, it did start with you're not going to get seen on the front page of search if you're not doing free shipping. They've reined that back in because I have certainly been getting seen in American searches lately. So they've definitely reined that back in once they realised that their searches were being less relevant and they were getting lower conversion. So it was costing them money. So yeah, they messed up. We knew that. They messed up. But even so, you didn't have to do free shipping. And the thing is, if you'd done it expecting that was going to help you, unfortunately it still wouldn't. If you weren't getting seen in search, the chances are, of all the thousands of people that did free shipping, your SEO wasn't good enough to be on the front page. It still wouldn't be good enough to be on the front page with the boost for all the shops that were doing free shipping, because just simply there would still be too many of them. And the same for the Black Friday sales and stuff. There's just it's good if it works for your business, if it works for your customers, but there's very little chance of you getting extra traffic from that because of Etsy, because so many people get involved in these sales that any promotion that Etsy does, click to see up to 60% off. If you're not getting seen, if you're not doing well in search, you're still not going to do well in search. Unfortunately, the shops that get featured in any of these are the ones that are already doing well. Etsy are gonna put forward the shops that are gonna make Etsy the best money, that are gonna have the best chance of selling. So there's no point people really stressing themselves. If you've got some customers coming in, it's sort of not good, because I mean, I'm hearing of people, and I totally understand, they've been selling things and then they put their items on sale and customers will be coming saying, hey, I paid full price for this, I want a refund. And I mean, obviously that's not how it works, but you've got some upset customers now. So people are really stressing themselves out thinking you've got to do all the things, and you just don't. It's just suggestions, it's things you can get involved in. If they work for your shop, do them. As I said, I've never done a Black Friday sale. I don't think I ever will do a Black Friday sale. I've not done free shipping, not because in any way, you know, my items are fairly cheap to send. That weighs nothing. So I've not done free shipping. That was my solidarity for all of you guys. And especially, it seems for me to send from the UK to America is cheaper than for some people to send to other places in America. So that would actually have given me a bit of an advantage, but I don't want this is awful. I don't want extra sales just now. But it was a bit of solidarity as well, because I think it was a terrible thing and I wanted Etsy to stop it as soon as possible. So the more of us that don't go along with the things they tell us to, the sooner they have to drop them. The people power. I hope that makes sense. That was just my tiny fuzzy rant. Yeah, basically that's it. I'm just going to check into the chat in a minute. This is one, this felting my bookmark is one that requires me to look at it a little bit more because it's a little bit fiddly. So sorry I'm not looking at you. Most rude. I'm aware of that. So rude. But I have to concentrate on this a bit more so I don't end up swearing at you because I'm stabbing myself. And I haven't done a swearing at you on a live stream yet. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna stab myself. There will be pain, but let's not have that today. Alright, let's just check the chat some more. Oh, Lily's got the felt out. A Santa hat, I think. Awesome. Santa hats are fun to felt. I did used to do on my fuzzy dogs, I used to do some of them as ornaments where I'd put like hats on them and little stockings, and I was asked to do one as a little elf as well, which was great fun, but I just don't have the time for that just now. And I think, strangely enough, like this year I've put my prices up twice this year, and it seems the more you put the prices up, the less people are looking at them as being sort of comedy ornaments, and the more it's kind of serious buyers wanting them. So I've had less people asking for things like that, so that's cool. But still, it is something that caught me. I think I've said this already. It caught me unawares when I was using the term ornament for my sculptures. I was surprised by so many people were coming and saying, can you put a ribbon on it? It's supposed to hang up. And I'm like, huh? But that's the difference between American and British things. Like in the UK we would say Christmas ornament for tree ornament, for something that hangs on a tree, but an ornament is just some kind of display piece. It's ornamental, so it can sit on a shelf. It doesn't have to hang on a tree. So yeah, that's that thing. But yeah, felt Santa hat sounds awesome. Sophie, half your sales are to the USA and you don't do free shipping. Fantastic. Yeah, exactly. We don't all need it, and if it works for you, fair enough. But I didn't see the point trying it. But I did notice, I did some more shopping on Etsy the other day, and they are not clear enough on the shipping prices. It should be right there, at least when you see the item in search where it says free shipping, it could just as easily say a small amount of shipping. Because in the group we were talking about, somebody asked about glow in the dark felting wool, and I've had a thought. I want to have a go at actually dyeing some fleece. I'm definitely going to do a video on this in the new year because it sounds so much fun. So I want to have a go. You get, well, it's UV reactive. I think most of these things are going to be UV reactive rather than glow in the dark as such. But you do get hair dye that is UV reactive and it's really good. So I'm possibly going to get some of that and try dyeing some wool with that and see what happens. And I believe there's certain vitamins that glow, so we'll give that a try. And of course tonic, so I can make some cocktails and do some dyeing, so I'm going to try that. But I've also, forgetting the point of this little rambling off again, I also ordered some, there's a seller in America that does glow in the dark fibers, so I've ordered some of that. However, the shipping was ridiculous. It's not having to go at the seller. I know they can't help the price of shipping and everything, but I looked and the price of the fibre was a bit more expensive than normal fibre. I would expect that. It's something a bit different, so fair enough. And I looked and I clicked to buy and I saw the shipping and I was like, that's a lot of money. So you all better watch the glow in the dark felting video when I get round to making it, because that fibre was blooming expensive, and it better come in a sizable bag so I can make some. It's gonna be ghosts, isn't it? Let me know in the chat, what kind of things would you make if you had glow in the dark fibre? Oh, I should also make my friend who really likes UV reactive things. It's through her that I know that the hair dye works so well, because I work at my friend's club once a month, and a few months ago I was up at the DJ box and I was looking across the dance floor and it was like dark, and she was like an alien landing of massive colour. It was so awesome. So I know that stuff really works. So fingers crossed it works on felt. But yeah, what would you make? I mean, obviously what springs to mind is ghosts. Yes, what else? Oh, skulls. So I never did that felting skulls video I meant to. This entire year has been I've had this awesome idea, I haven't had time to do it. So I really need to get on that a bit more, along with the felting coal. But yeah, ideas for glow in the dark things. Well, yeah, could do the, like, making a body or something in black and then picking out like the bones in the glow in the dark. So under gonna have to buy a UV light, but under the UV light then you'll just see the bones, like how you see the you see the dancers on the stage. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Where are we at with it? So checking the chat. When I suddenly stop talking, it's because I can't read and talk at the same time. Too much in the way of multitasking. Custom Charm fan, has anyone been successful from the ads platform? Not with the new one. I did in the past. I've made a ton of videos, and unfortunately those videos are picking up views just now and everyone's jumping. I'm going to have to change some of the descriptions and everything because people are jumping on them going, I can't do that. I'm like, no, you can't, because Etsy changed it and this video is like 2 years old. But suddenly those videos are being seen again when they're not relevant. But yes, with the new platform, what I'm seeing is Etsy said they were going to try and work on sort of keeping our view rate the same, and they wanted to use up all of our budget. So I very much saw an increase in how much I was spending. My cost per click was the same. I was getting far more clicks, but my conversion was way less. So it just seems they're just throwing out your ads to, they're chucking them at the wall. We talked about chucking at the wall. They're throwing them out to a wide range of people that are just not relevant. And these people might be clicking on it, but they're just not interested in buying because it wasn't really what they were looking for. So yeah, that utterly sucks. And it's what I'm seeing with other people. I will say, did we talk about this last night, yesterday. But if you're seeing in your ads, when you go into your ad stats, if you're seeing a lot of irrelevant terms, contact Etsy and really have a go at them and tell them, not good enough, you don't want to be paying for these terms. If you really, really, really have a go at them, and if you've been being charged a lot, I have heard of some people being refunded for irrelevant terms in their listing. So yeah, totally go and hit them. Canvas and chroma, you can do free shipping only because you sell very small items that fit in a small bubble mailer. People that sell large items like painting or furniture are, don't think I can say that word, but just for the demonetization thing, I'm not offended by words. Yeah, exactly. Well, the thing is, what Etsy said in their Q3 results was that they were disappointed because less people than they expected had taken up on their idea that you would put up your prices and then you would do the free shipping. So it wouldn't be free, it would just be combined in. But far less people than they expected to do that have done that. And yeah, probably because it's possibly completely illegal. So what they were meaning was for people with an expensive painting, well, an expensive to ship painting, they would just roll up the shipping price into the price of the painting, which I think is dishonest anyway, but whatever, so that people wouldn't be getting hurt by it. But I totally disagree anyway, because if you're on the page and you look and there's 10 paintings that are, make up numbers, £100, dollars, it's going to be dollars more, there's 10 paintings that are $100 and there's another 10 paintings that are $200 with free shipping. A lot of people would click on the $100 one and then look and go, $100 shipping? I don't think so. And then maybe click on the second $100 one and then just go, no, this platform's too expensive altogether. You know, they're not going to look and go, oh well, that's okay, I'll just buy the $200 one. So yeah, it's not, I don't think it's the best for customers. I just like, yeah, on eBay you can see it costs this much plus this much shipping. You can filter by lowest or highest plus post packing. So yeah, why? I just don't know. Guinea pig. American shipping to the UK isn't kind, plus we have the customs charge too. Yeah, I'm super happy. I think I said a couple of weeks ago that I'd ordered a load of stuff off of one of my suppliers that has, I mean, I'll show you. I have to order off of her because, oh, I won't show you because I can't find, well, in fact, I can show you because I've got a dog made in it. This colour, I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but this is a colour that loads of dogs are. It's like a kind of, it's a Labrador. It's a Labrador colour. It's a Labrador dog. It's a Labrador colour. That's such a common colour. And every time I've tried to buy that, oh, I can indeed. Yeah. So, this colour, Labrador colour, a kind of sandy colour. I don't know what else you'd call it. But every time in the UK I've tried to buy a colour like this, I've contacted shops directly and they said they could do me custom blends, they could dye it for me, and every time they send something like this, which I don't think the camera will pick it up quite as badly as it is, but this is much more like a mustard colour than a dog colour, if that makes sense. So so if you're a supplier in the UK and you have this colour, not this colour, then get into, and I can get this colour. This is a nice darker one, but I can't get the lighter one. So yeah, so I have to order from, it's Canada actually, and I decided she has other brands that are nice, and I thought I would try, because I had some good sales, so I thought I would try some of her other colours. See, I've got a lovely, it's over there now, but some of her grey are fantastic because they're natural rather than just grey. They're that kind of browny grey that a lot of cats and some other animals are. So awesome. But I was terrified. I spent quite a bit, and I'm like, that is so gonna get hit by customs, but I got away with it. So it's okay if it goes through. And thankfully, most of the time I've ordered from America, I managed to skip the customs charge, which is awesome. Yeah, that would have been ouchy for sure. But you got to do it unless the people can bring me the colours that I want. Right. Sophie, yeah, aliens and UFO. Oh yeah, UFO. Back to glow in the dark stuff, but yeah, glow in the dark UFO sounds pretty cool. Canvas aroma. I will only ship within the US because dealing with international shipping is not something to prepared to deal with at the time. That's a shame, but I totally understand because Etsy is the largest amount is to America. The largest amount of buyers are in America, and also for a good long while now, certainly in the UK, we've had priority in search for UK shops, so it's going to be harder for you to actually get seen in other searches. I hope when I started up, I almost didn't do international shipping because I thought it would be too complicated. I didn't know about sending stuff abroad, but it's actually with I can't remember the letters, but the national postage thing. It's actually for me anyway. It's really simple. It's not in the EU. I just whack a customs label on it, which is just basically you tick it. The box I tick is other because it's not a commercial sample or something. I'm not a massive business, and that's the box that Etsy had us tick. With labels, just the customs form anyway, but I handwrite them anyway. So you just tick other. You put what is inside the cost of if you've got more than one item, but the cost and weight, and then sign and date it. Put the address on, and that's it. I just take it down the post office, and they deal with it. And although the guy in my post office, every time I go, and okay, it's only a little box, but he'll look at me and be like, "That's so expensive." It's like £4, £4 or £5 for a big one. I think say £5 to get an item shipped everywhere in the world. I think that's pretty good value. It's like about £1 less to go to the UK, so I think that's bloomin' great. Lily'd make a glow in the dark monster. I think a scary monster. Molly, a firefly. Yeah, good idea too. Yay. Rain does random. Did I say that right? Rianne. I don't know names. Rain does random. But hello there. Good to see you. Arena, my dog's so cute. Thank you so much. Oh, Dimitri, glow in the dark bumblebee. Yeah, cool. Or a glow in the dark bat. Just thinking how I could do that. It was cute. I've made bats. Bats are fun. Bats were fun to make. Trying to think what bits would glow in the dark and what bits could do like the membrane between the wings. That might be creepy. And eyes. Oh, well, it's only coming in one colour, but if I got the hair dyes, there are lots of different colours. So a glow in the dark butterfly might be cool. Yeah, no, that sounds nice. A glow in the dark butterfly that I think the hair colours. Yeah, the hair colours still show in their true colour. It would be cool. Right, how can we do colour changing? I wonder if there's a way, because I've seen lots of the colour changing powders that people use in like polymer clay and stuff. I wonder if there's a way to use them to dye fibre or trap them in. Probably not. I don't know much about dyeing, and I don't think that's how it works, but colour changing. Now, I remember many years ago, I got a colour changing t-shirt, and there's the coolest thing. So it definitely goes into fibre. That's interesting. And Sorry, any women, don't ever buy a colour changing t-shirt because there's certain areas of your body that are going to be highlighted. Basically, it was a purple t-shirt and I ended up with bright pink boobs and armpits. It sounded fun. No. But anyway, yeah. Arena, do I use labels with your shop's name on them? Not on the... Well, I don't have any with me. I did buy, about a month ago, I got a handmade stamp from Etsy that has my shop name on it that most of the time I remember and stamp the outside of my boxes with. And also I've got my mum, Mary Duthie, in the chat. Her shop is Serendipity Scotland. Is it that way around? Remind me, Mum. But my mum did for me a batch of little... They are adorable. I don't have pictures of them at the minute, but they're like little cardboard labels to tie onto some of my things that says... What does it say? Handmade with love, Ben McFuzzy Lugs. So my mum made little labels, and I got little jute bags that some of my less hairy sculptures and these things can go into, that I tie the labels onto, pop them in a box, and then I'm branded. It's something I plan working more on for next year, a little more branding, because I was able to put my prices up a couple of times. I've got a bit more wiggle room for things, so I want to make things look a little bit better. Lily Tree, it would end up being a cute monster. Yeah, it's pretty difficult to make needle felted things uncute, and yeah, and unfortunately, well, no, it's the style. Mine all want to be cute. I've tried, they just don't want to not be cute. I wanted realistic, they said nah. I did a couple of years ago when I was reviewing some kits and things, the company World of Wool, I'd ordered one of their little felting kits in just colours that I didn't usually have, and unfortunately I did something, so I think that's what I did the unicorn with and stuff, some awesome colours in there, and I was totally planning, because the colours, it was like cyan and blue and everything as well, some gorgeous colours, but I ran out. I was just about to make Scully from Monsters Inc, and I didn't even know there was another movie coming out. That would have been perfect. It is Scully, the big blue hairy one, not the eyebally one, and I thought that would have been super cute. Just to do that hair, because if I remember right, I remember watching something that said that the Monsters Inc character, the blue monster, that was where they figured out the computer animation for hair properly, where they put that sort of algorithm program, whatever it is, in place to really get real textured hair. So he was the first really with computer generated hair texture. There you go. Random. I have a brain that remembers absolutely pointless random facts. Yay. Rain. Right, Rain. I got it right. See, I'm double checking myself now. Dendra Singh, have less views to your shop. Started ads for so long, but less visits and no sale. Handmade vintage quilts. Any suggestions? I'm hearing a few people with quilt shops saying that they're struggling. Shipping could be a problem, certainly. I definitely, with quilts, I would say where you can. Not saying don't do them on Etsy. Absolutely do them on Etsy as well. But I think quilts would do super well in person as well if you can get craft places. I was gonna say if it's handmade vintage quilts, then you're not making them, because I was gonna say if it's something that you're creating, smaller versions, like pillows, little things that are cheaper to sell, might have been a good thing, or quilted cup cozies. All these kind of things. But if it's vintage, then that's a little more difficult. it's just finding the right keywords to get seen. The other thing, especially with vintage things, vintage quilts, I think that would do super well getting some traffic from Pinterest. So if you can get yourself some gorgeous photographs, you do your photographs the best you possibly can. If that, I say with quilts, if you can, do up an area of a bedroom, a spare bedroom or something. Do it up a little kind of old worldy looking, so that you have an area for photographing your quilt that could look really awesome. Maybe get a friend to help if they know better photography than you do, but I think a vintage quilt could very much be something that people would pin on Pinterest quite a lot, and if you get seen enough, I'm sure people will buy it. It does sound awesome. That's all I can think of there. Oh yes, I got it the right way around. Scottish Serendipity. So that's Mum's shop, and she's been doing some tags. Like so, they're about that big. That's what, like about an inch, about 2 inches. It's like a little luggage tag. They're super cute and stamped with the what you're saying on, and you can tie them onto like little bags or parcels, or pop them in your parcel. They are super cute. Here we go. Rain, finding keywords can be such a challenge. It absolutely can be. I totally agree. And it's just experimenting with things, finding the things that you think would work, experimenting with them, and diving back in, looking at your stats, seeing how your stats are doing, but trying synonyms. That's where a few years ago I had been doing custom needle felted sculptures, custom dog sculptures. I've been doing a lot of that, and I experimented with personalised, and it went amazing. It went so good. So for a while, personalised, and he's actually talking about personalised now. They're talking about that being a high Christmas term. So absolutely look into synonyms of what you thought would work that aren't necessarily working, and you might get a surprise. I know I did. But yeah, and then you just have to keep experimenting, because what worked 2-3 years ago, people might be searching for different phrases for the same thing. They might be searching for slightly different examples. Like, I think owls and foxes are still kind of popular. Sloths are still kind of high, but avocados are taking off. It looks like Brussels sprouts are a thing this year. So there's going to be. Don't put your hand in front of your face when you're talking to a mic. There's going to be things that change every year. As Anthony at E-Rank says all the time, like that slime bubbles seem to be bursting. Sorry, that sounds disgusting as well. But the bubble on slime, that was really big 2 years ago. This year it's less big, but still huge. But slime's not going to last forever. Fidget spinners aren't going to last forever. So some things blow out of nowhere and die off. Some things are popular for several years, but then people just use slightly different terms, and they're possibly even looking for the same thing. They're just using a different term for it. And at the same time as well, always be looking at different ranges. We're kind of nearly, well, we're not, there's a lot of smoothing to do with this, but this bookmark is a great example, because I had been doing needle felted dogs. That was my thing. Other animals too, but I've been doing needle felted dogs. And I literally just one night I was asleep and I dreamt up the idea of a bookmark with just the little paws and the tail poking out. It literally just came to me when I was asleep. So I tried making it. A couple of friends loved it and bought them off of me. People commissioned some of their pets and stuff. I thought, wow. So I popped this up on my shop. And not only did people really like it, Etsy really liked it. This was when there was still a front page. They put this on the front page of their shop, and it was just a totally different thing. So yeah, it just went crazy just from what I dreamt it up. And then a customer asked if I could do it all in black instead and make it like a cat. So I did that, and then I put that listing up, and that has been my top seller forever. It's absolutely crazy. So it's something you wouldn't necessarily think of. And then the same with like doing my dog sculptures as ornaments. You know, I'm not doing it now, you know, as Christmas ornaments. I'm not doing it now, but it was someone that the gallery that my stuff was being shown in for a while, the woman at the gallery asked if I could do some with like Santa hats and stuff, and I was really resistant to do that. I was like, no, this is fine art. Hardly, but you know, I was like, no, that's not, mine aren't hang on the tree ornaments. But I gave it a try, and people absolutely loved it. I didn't realize that people spend a lot of money on Christmas ornaments. They like to buy personalized, custom, special ornaments. I mean, I suppose it makes sense when you think about it. It's something that's going to come out every year through your kids' childhood. You know, probably the grandkids and everything. You know, these are things that last for years. So it does make sense when I think of it like that. I think of Christmas ornaments as kind of fun throwaway things, but yeah, people want, and I get it. I suppose it would be kind of cute if you've got a big tree with lots of cool things to have a little ornament of each of your pets. So I get that, but at the time I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. And then I tried it, did awesome. Oh, Karen, you're from Australia. You just made it. Wow. What time? You must be about, is it 9 or 10 in the morning there? I'm not sure about the time difference just now, but early on. Good to see you. Lily, ooh, you have some green wool. How would you felt a sprout? Okay, I think of two potential ways to felt a sprout, one more fiddly than the other, and I bet you'll come up with something even better. Probably one way, especially if you can get pre-fit like sheets of green felt, but possibly like how you would make like a rose or something, is make a small ball of felt and then make individual leaves to go over it all the way around. That could kind of work, like just flat circles, put them on all around it, and then put a face. You Lily's the queen of absolutely cute little facey things, so that would kind of work. Or the other way is to felt a green ball and then felt the lines into it of where the leaves are going to be meeting at the top, even just add some black in there. I think that's how people have been doing it for ornaments and things. That would probably be easier, but not as pretty maybe. So, but I need to see your sprout, Lily. I want to make a felt sprout. See, too much ideas, too little time. Rain makes chainmail jewellery. Awesome, that looks so cool. Mum tried to do that. Well, not tried, Mum succeeded in doing that a few years ago. I know she was having trouble with some different ways to do it, but in the main it was really great. And I've got another friend that used to do tons of the stuff. It's amazing. In fact, many years ago, I remember in a shop I used to go into, they had this chainmail dress, and it looked amazing. I would never wear a chainmail dress, but I think like anytime you hung around in the shop, it was when we were kind of teenagery types, you kind of, well, young, it was a place where we all kind of hung about quite a bit, and hanging about there on a Saturday, if you were in there for a couple of hours, a lot of people came in and tried on that dress. Nobody ever bought it. I don't know if anyone bought it, but it was the kind of thing that people would be like grabbing their friends and going, come on and try this dress. So it was probably a great lost leader for them. I can't imagine how much work went into it, but it was amazing. It's been hard to get seen, but views are up over last year. You're going the right way. Yeah, I'm happy about that. Experimenting with the keywords seems to be helping. Yeah, that's really the tricky way, especially if you're making I was the same when I started on Etsy, needle felting was way less known, so nobody was searching for a needle felted anything. So I had to think outside the box. Rather than needle felted, what am I actually making that people might want? Well, a dog sculpture, that's a different thing. And so it can be the same. I know chainmail jewelry is known, but it's not necessarily as known. So what other kind of markets can that be in? Do you add like gemstones to it? What kind of people is that for? Well, I always say everything's gothic because like most of my friends are that way, but is it this certain style that it's gonna, Renaissance, gothic, steampunk, what group of people? And then you dig into that and look for the terms of what they're looking for. And like the chainmail dress, don't make a chainmail no don't make a chainmail dress, but see a thing that people are searching for a lot and see if that can be your sort of lost leader. Make something that might never sell, but that looks amazing. That can be the thing that you maybe pay a photographer to take a blooming amazing picture of, that everyone pins that to Pinterest, that everyone loves that on Instagram, and it brings people into your shop and they buy something else. If a real statement piece, that's the idea. And I think that's a good thing for all of us. YouTube people have heard this before and from other places, but it's a take on the idea of hub, hero, and help. You can do that kind of same thing with selling stuff. So what hub means is that's your bread and butter. That's the stuff that you make all the time, that it's maybe not a flight of artistic fancy anymore, but it's stuff that people are going to buy again and again. It's probably reasonably priced, reasonably easy to make, reasonably easy to sell. That's your for everybody kind of thing. And then you've got your hero. You have that piece, you have that masterpiece. Most people who sell paintings on somewhere like Etsy are unlikely to sell they're unlikely to have their entire business of just being making a painting and selling the painting. The painting is your hero. It's the other things you can make out of it. Can you scan in the painting and make bookmarks, make mug coasters, make prints of it? So the big gorgeous painting is what sucks people in, but there's cheaper things to buy. And then you can do the help as well. That's where you do tutorials. That's where you get affiliate links for telling people to go and buy the supplies from this person. That's the other type of content. That's the stuff that's not causing you to really have to make anything, but you're making money from helping people. Well, make a tutorial, but you make a tutorial once and you can sell it hundreds of times. So yeah, that's me. So I know like Lily and Harley will kind of be laughing here. Literally, when I say I started a couple of years ago, 3 years ago now, I think 2 or 3 years ago, I started wanting to do YouTube properly, and I joined a little group and I got to know a lot of people through a YouTuber, Brian G. Johnson. And where was I going with this? And yeah, he talks about how you should copy, not steal from people, but copy the ideas to get yourself inspiration and stuff. So I literally shamelessly look at all the stuff I learn about growing on YouTube, and I shamelessly steal it back into how can we do this for selling things. And that's where that hub, hero, and help came from. It's what people were talking about to make videos, making videos that are the hero ones, the ones that took you forever to make with a ton of advice, and then the little hub ones for your community, like talking just now, that's a completely different thing. And then the help, the how-to videos. So doing the exact same thing with selling. You've got the littler, easier things to make, you've got the masterpieces, and you've got the tutorials. Lily's got it. Yeah, thank you very much, Lily. Yeah, that's I I completely repurpose everything I learned from Brian, and he knows, he doesn't mind. But it works because, and that's, do you know, that's the thing. Anyone starting out with selling online, you probably have skills from somewhere else that you can take forward. You know, if any other industry, any other training that you've done, look at what you can steal, because like nothing's new in the world. Like I laugh when I see like Etsy people giving advice, talking about this fantastic psychology thing. 80% of the work you do provides 20% of the results and stuff. And I'm like, oh, do you know that has so been around forever? You're not telling us some kind of wonderful new thing. And I don't even think that it's 80-20 anymore. But people say these things, and it's, do you know, it's actually crazy. That has been so prevalent that everywhere you look, I used to follow some of the raw vegan people. I am neither raw nor vegan, but and then they always talked about it. It was like 80% of your diet has to be this, and everywhere you go, it's like on Etsy, 80% of your effort. That's just a made up number. It's not really 80% anymore. It used to be. Right, guys, I think we've been here for about an hour on my fuzzy rant, not gentle rant, my fuzzy rant about something that took about 5 minutes to say. So I think I've rambled on enough. I have nearly got this done. I've just got some tidying up to do. So yeah, if you have, now I'll let you know what's going to be happening. Unless Etsy goes and does something crazy, which it might, I will probably I'll probably jump on and do live streams about the things that I'm thinking, because I want to get them out instantly, and just get some chat with all you guys while I'm still working my fingers to the bone. So we'll have our fuzzy rants, and then after that, I want to, over Christmas, I'm going to think of all the things that I want to make real proper videos on. There's going to be some stuff on E-Rank in detail, how to use E-Rank there. There's gonna be some stuff on the stuff that Etsy's been telling us, just seeing how much what they're telling us actually applies to real life. I'm gonna be doing some maths and all sorts of things. There's some exciting new E-Rank things that I'm gonna share, and also other things that pop into my mind. There's gonna clearly be glow in the dark videos, but if you wanna, in the comments on this video, if you're watching at the replay, or if you're still here in the chat, which awesome guys, if there's any things that you want to know about, if there's any things that you want me to research, pop them in the comments and I'll get on with that. I also have, I don't remember if I told any years this yet, I have in the planning, I want to do a how to needle felt any breed dog kind of series, getting in depth on dog anatomy and all sorts of nonsense. And I also have to do how to needle felt a horse, that has been asked for so much. I want to do how to needle felt the faces, and I so want to needle felt baby Yoda. So I've got some Felton videos, I've got some E-Rank, well, I've got some Etsy and some E-Rank videos. But let me know if there's anything you want to see in the comments of this video. Right, but I think that'll just about do for just now. Lily saying Santa hat's coming on well. I can't wait to see it. And the sprout may have to wait until next time. Right, guys, I think that will totally do me for tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out. I do have a different rant planned for a little bit later on. Haven't decided when. I'm definitely not doing vlogmas. Life's too short to get on every single day. But thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you later.